My name is Ernest Ewim. I am banking with First Bank International Limited. So I have issue with my account. If they send money tomorrow, because at times my boss do pay my salary through transfer, so I don't receive a lot. So I go to the bank to lay my complaint that I am not receiving a lot anymore. He was the one that attended to me that day. So Larry was the one that attended to me. Say what is the problem? I said that I cannot receive a alert in my account anymore. He now take my details and check. He now told me that the account is balanced. And I said, so what will be the cost? Because I'm not receiving alert again because I do receive alert before. He now check and check. He said the account is balanced, but he don't know what will cause it. And I say, you are a bank worker now. Why won't you know about it? He now said I should drop my number. That if he finish with it, he will check on it later. That if he finish, he will give me a call. And I say okay. And I drop my number with him. And I go to my work. So that day he did not call me. The next day I go back to the bank. I go and meet him. I say, I did not see your call and the thing did not work. He now say, what will cause it? I say, I should be the one asking you. So after much talk, he now sent me to one woman there, one lady there, that I should go and meet the woman, let the woman check for me. I met the woman. The woman told me that the account is balanced. And I went to him back, see what the woman said. He now say, okay, let's try the phone. He said I should remove my battery from my phone and insert it back. Of which I removed the battery and I inserted the battery back. Not up to 5 minutes. Not up to 5 minutes, I received a message in my phone. I opened the message, it was from First Bank, it's the alert. And I said, thank God, it's working now. That was how I left the place. And I thank him and I go to work. So 3 days later, I received a phone call in the evening. I say hello. The person just called my name. Strange number, called my name. I say, who is this? Who am I talking to? He says he's the Larry. Though I don't know his name that time, sha. He says he's the guy that attend to me at bank. And I say, bros, good evening. What's the problem? He said he would like to see me. I said, any problem? He said no. And I said, okay, right now I'm at work. He now asked when will I close for work. I said I do close late. I close 12 o'clock in the night. He now said, okay, that he will not see, okay, we cannot see that day. I say yes. We now end the call. 2 days later, he called me back. He said, where am I? I said, I'm at work. He said, can he see me? I said, I don't know if I will be chanced, but I will try. If there is no customer, I will close early. So, as later he called back, I said, I'm still at work. So after everything, he not tell me that he have work for me. I say, which kind of work? He says, not it, phone talk. And I say, okay. So on a good day when he come to meet me, he not tell me that he want people that will work for him in the bank. I was like, in my mind, I first check, I'm working. And I said, okay, which kind of work? If it is the one I will leave my former job, if they will pay me higher, I will go to bank and work. And I say, which kind of work? He not taking for some minutes. I said, tell me now. He say, though, he don't trust everybody, but he don't know the reason why he want to tell me. I say, and then tell me now, what's that? He say he want to attack bank. He said, Larry say the work is in the bank. I said, which kind of work? He say he want to attack bank to tell me the truth. That I should forget that he's working, that he work is in the bank also. He say, and I say, which bank? He say, First Bank, in Pape or Maraba. And I say, he say, we prefer the one in Maraba. I say, number one, since I've been in this Abuja, I don't know Maraba. I've not been in Maraba. Because I go work in the morning, come back late. He now say, okay, that he will see to that. I say, but this work you are talking about, I don't do this kind of work. If it is robbery case, I don't thief. He now say, if I know anybody that is connected, that can do this job, I say no. I told him no. So, as I'm working in Katampe, I've worked in Katampe more than 1 year. So I know this boy, this prince. Prince. I know him as a photographer. So, but I've heard story about him that he's a stubborn person. All this kind of thing. People say he do stubborn, he's fight, he's a cultist, different kind of things. I was even scared of him. So, but after that day he went to snap in the party, he was with camera and I called him and said, Oga Prince, look at what so person tell me, somebody tell me. Oh. He now asks of the number. He said if I have the number, I say I think so because the person called me 2 days ago. And I checked for the number. He collected the number from me. And as he collected the number from me, that's how I'll be seeing the two now start to communicate. They were coming to my hotel to sit down. I will serve them drink. So that Saturday where they do the robbery, Larry called me. He asked me if I know how to drive car. I said no. I don't know how to drive. He now say if I know anyone who can drive. I say yes. The person that used to carry me from work knows how to drive car. He now say can he meet the person? I say I'm not with the person, but I will call the person if you want. He now say okay. And I call the person. He say he would like to meet with the person. And I call the driver. So at a point I know I will meet him in First Bank. So I now say okay, let's stop in. And I call the guy. I say let's stop in First Bank. Yeah, you will see the guy. He now called back and say I should give the phone to the person. And I give the phone to the person. He now start, the two now talk. And I ask the driver what did he say. He say if he can drive manual. That's all I know about the story. After their conversation, that's all I know about the story. So me and I go to work, to my own work.
How come on the Saturday, what role did you play?
I did not play any role. It's just that he called me that if I know how to drive, I say no. He said if I know anybody who know how to drive, I say yes. He said he would like to meet with the person. I say okay, I will call the person. Thinking that okay, and I call the person. The person say where am I? I say I'm to coming out for work. He now say okay, where will he meet me? I say the person that want to talk to you is a First Bank worker, so let's wait for him at First Bank there. We'll wait opposite First Bank, that Panteka side, that place that they used to break, that they scatter. That's where we were waiting for him. He now called me back and said that I should give if the driver is with me. I say yes. He said he want to talk with the driver. So the two now talk.
Okay. That Saturday, where were you? At the time where that field operation happened, where were you?
I'm at work.
So before the robbery on Saturday, what specific role did you play after NS told you, after
Larry
told you that he wants to attack bank? Yes. You know already that he wants to rob bank. What role did you play when you knew that they want to rob bank?
I did not do anything. No, now I have already said that now. I said I was going to work when he called me, and I come that other the person that know how to drive car, and I tell him to come and wait for me in the First Bank that somebody want to see him.
Was there at any point in time
Yes,
that
sir.
you and Larry were drinking together? You had discussions and you recorded it in your phone?
No, sir. I swear to mighty God, no. There's no day.
Where does Larry stay?
I don't know.
Do you know where his family stays?
No.
Everything he said was true, except for the fact that at that day, everything he said was true. From the part that I collected his number in the bank, I saw him, the way he looked, the tattoos on his body. I felt he was the best person to get me people, which I discussed with him that I needed people to help me come and collect money from the bank on a Saturday, and he said I should give him small time that he will get them. And he knows somebody, that the person used to be a soldier, and he knows that this person will be able to do it, and he gets people. That was when he organized the meeting with me and him on the 24th or 25th. He had already briefed him, so I didn't have much to tell him. What I just needed to tell him was how they will enter and how they'll meet the mopo and other things that they need to do to be able to get the money. How they will take me to turn off the CCTV camera and how they would get to the ATM gallery to take the money. Prior to that evening, we were supposed to get a driver. That's Friday evening before the day of the robbery. All attempts to get a driver failed. So when I had met these guys on Saturday morning, Prince, Elisha, and what's his name, Timothy, I met them on Saturday morning. Already they were inside the car, and I now called him. I said, "How far? Now this driver thing is an issue. We need a driver. Can you drive?" He said, "No, he doesn't know how to drive, but he has someone that he thinks will be able to drive." I said, "Okay, no, well, when you're with that person, let me know. I don't know where exactly they were, whether they were at the bank, but I knew that he came around the bank." So I spoke to the guy, and I asked him if he knew how to drive manual. He said yes, and I explained to him. I said, "Okay, fine. See the car that you are going to take is a car in the bank, the branch car." And he said, "Okay, no problem." So at that point, I called him and asked, I said, "Where are you?" And he said, "It's around the bank." That I came to meet the driver. So I don't know if he left immediately. I don't know when he left, but I knew that he came to that place before that thing happened.
You told us on Tuesday that
Yes, I was afraid. Everything I told you was a lie. I was afraid. I just lied to you to save my head. This is the truth.
So, who brought the guns that you people used?
They brought the guns. I didn't have any business with any guns. My own role was to show them what and what today they are supposed to provide their weapons.
What exactly you wanted them to use for the operation if you have no business with them?
They said this guy, when I spoke with him, he said he had a gun. That gun is not what he told me specifically is getting a gun is not a problem.
Now,
Prince.
who apart from you in your organization, in your first bank,
He's aware of this. Nobody has a hand. I swear before man. Nobody. Why I told him that? Why I told Ernest that was to put fear.
What did you tell NM?
When I told Ernest, listen now, I'm not lying. When I told Ernest that there was someone involved, yes, I did tell him that. Why I told him that, listen now, why I told him that was in case he had plans of getting people to collect the money and run away so that he will have a mindset that there is someone else involved.
Why was your target also, apart from Pape, you mentioned Maraba?
When I met him for the first time, I mentioned Pape or Maraba. Reasons being that I was still trying to do like a psychoanalysis on him. I didn't trust him to tell him specifically. It was at the point where I built trust with him. That was when I now told him is Pape, because the truth is there was nothing existed for Maraba. I just needed him to have a double mind. I didn't want him to just at once believe that it is a Pape thing. That's just the truth. There was no other person. I was the only.
Was I there with any Sienna? Did you see any Sienna there?
It was a lie. I told them, okay, I'm not done. I told them that there was someone else, a top person involved in it, because I didn't want him to plan with anybody and take the money or run away with it. So I wanted to give him a mindset that there was a higher person involved. I'm not hiding anybody at this point. I don't have anything to gain hiding anybody. Thank you.
Yes, from what I've heard from NS, now he's saying the truth. Because initially, that other time, all he said was lying.
Were you aware he was lying that day?
Yes, all he was saying was lie that very day when he was interviewed. But now he said the truth.
So how many guns did you bring?
That day we had one local made and one cement made on. We brought them together, but I had it. No, we are 3 weekend with it. It is in my house. Because when we made them, we dropped them in the house. That local pistol, I have it. But the other cement on, we 3 constructed it.
But you told us that the guy who was late was the person who brought those guns.
Yeah, I bought it from their village. I bought the gun from his place at Benue.
No, you said he was the one that brought it.
The local pistol gun.
No, the guns you use for operations is the guy that was killed that brought it. That's exactly your words that day. So why did you decided to twist issues?
Okay, maybe I will say openly to everybody here. I'm very, very sorry, but that gun, that local gun, belonged to me. That local gun we used that day belonged to me. I bought it.
So tell us now, the two meetings, because that day you said there was
Yeah.
a pre-operation meeting.
Yes.
There
An
was a
operation
meeting before.
Yes.
And there was a pre-operation meeting.
Yes.
The two meetings, how many of you were part of that meeting?
The first meeting we had was at the Ever Ready. Was at the Ever Ready.
Not the venue. How many of you were in that
Involved in the first meeting, I was there, Mr. Larry was there, Timothy was there, and
meeting? Was not in the okay, was
no, Timothy was there, the fair one. Then this one was far off. He came with us, but he was at the side. So it was I, Timothy, and Mr. Larry that had the first meeting.
Then the final meeting before the operation.
The final one, we all sat on a round table, excluded. I, Mr. Larry, Timothy, and Elijah, and the late Patrick. So we are all together. So Mr. Ennis wasn't there. He was at his bar.
No, I was not at work then.
Okay, but he wasn't there.
What was the role of NS in all
Yes, the role to me, he connected me to Mr. Larry. And outside that, which I knew very well, when we were inside the vehicle, I had a phone conversation that Mr. Larry was having. Yeah, I believe it was Ernest that he was calling, because when he dropped the call, I asked him, who are you calling? He said that it's Ernest to arrange a taxi driver.